Welcome back to EL. Now, hang out with Denola and Kwame, and of course, Cynthia Kamalu just joined us for the Wacky Corner. Philanthropist and producer Jennifer MAIRO is with us today as our guest in studio. We're going to be chatting with her. Welcome on set.
Thank you, guys.
Interesting hair.
You know, I love how she just did that. You were like philanthropist. She was like, thank you. She's like, I'm a good person.
I had to.
No, we had to start with that one.
I'm doing good in the world.
Well, thank you, guys. I love you guys so much.
Welcome to our show.
My name is Jennifer MAIRO, and I'm a feminist. That's just because I'm trying to describe myself in one sentence. I know that once I said feminist, everyone was like, what? Nigerian lady feminist? Yes, I am one. What are you gonna do about that?
Real Niger housewives of Dallas. How did that even come about?
It's actually Real Niger Ladies.
Real Niger ladies of Dallas.
Yes.
Okay, Real Niger ladies. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I felt that a lot of people have a lot of perception about Africans and specifically Nigerians in the US. And a lot of people think they know us, but they don't.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of, who's going to make a show that kind of tells our story?
Yeah.
You know, that people at home and around the world can relate to and be like, okay, then they try or whatever, however.
So specifically shot in Dallas?
Yes, Texas. But we will be going to Atlanta, New York, Dubai, wherever.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's just like following the series, how it works in the
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, the reason why I was like really interested in that project is because I went to school in Texas, and when I was at Baylor, but I would go to Dallas all the time for like breaks and stuff like that. So like, yeah, I was like, okay, this is interesting.
Kidding.
Like, let's,
you know, I got admitted into Baylor Law.
No way.
But I couldn't go because my kids are little and we live in Dallas.
Fair enough.
Yes.
It's an hour and a half away. So
yes.
Wow. All right, so I'm interested in the drama part because, of course, every single reality show needs drama. And involving just a touch and a hint of Nigerian blood in a reality show, you need drama.
That's so mean, though.
No, but
it's what makes us
it's what makes you Nigerian. Yeah, it's a thing. You know, it's like nobody messes with Nigerians, and it's like.
Well, you know, and do you find that, you know, living abroad and being in the diaspora, like there's, is a bit isolating sometimes because you're trying to like find your footing, you know.
Absolutely.
You're like, I'm Nigerian, but I'm in this place raising my family, and you know, there are all these different moving parts. Does it make the Nigerian community there closer, or is it a bit more like, is it like less trusting? Are you like, oh my gosh, what are they up to? Like, what's the angle? Like,
From that question, I could tell that you lived in, like, you know what you're saying.
You're like, okay.
Yes, I see you, but
I see you, we see each other. You know?
Yeah, you know, there is some drama in the series, but I particularly was very careful about doing a knockoff version of the Real Housewives.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
You know, we don't want to, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to portray, I mean, as black women, we get enough flack already. We were trying to focus on the positive aspects, but you know, as the boss, they try to come for me, and I put some people in their place. You know, in a peaceful way.
In a peaceful way.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I think it's so cool that, you know, you've accomplished all these things, and you've just been talking about going to Baylor Law. Like, so you're producing, you're a philanthropist, and you also want to be a lawyer. Like, you're trying to do it all.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Well,
you're like the hustler of the century.
So are you part of the 5 a.m. club? Like, you know, you wake up in the morning, 4:30, exercise until 6, and then you're out by 7:30.
I'm actually part of the 5 a.m. club only because my brain is working too hard and I can't sleep. And I mean it.
Yeah, they say some go to sleep at 5.
I
know, right?
And I just had a baby. He's 8 months old. He's so adorable.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Well
and my mom lives with me and she helps me with him, but I feel really guilty that I'm not there with him all the time. So I sneak in to get him at like 3 a.m. and I'm up till 5. You know?
Wake up, let's play.
Mommy's here now.
But that's fantastic, though. And I mean, definitely, that work ethic is something that your children can look up to and, you know,
I hope they can.
And that's amazing.
I hope they can because their dad works hard as well. I mean, we both come from families where they're hustlers. So if my kids grow up and they're wimps, it has to be.
It's in the genes.
If they grow up and they are wimps, I'll just be depressed and cry.
You'll be like, what are you doing? Child, get up and work.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
So in terms of like your publishing, is there any like particular genre or is something that you're cutting across? Like, is it only African stories or just different stories?
Well, one member of the cast is Jerry Morris. She's American. She's born American. Everybody else is like naturalized American like myself, but she's born American. So when we went into production, it was a matter of let's show our African brothers and sisters how we live here. But quickly it shifted because the city of Dallas hosted a focus group about the show. They realized that they figured that the Real Niger Ladies of Dallas would bring a lot of growth to the city. So when they held the group and people started making comments about our culture and, you know, things like that, we're like, it seems not only Nigeria people would be interested in this thing. Make we expand, you know, the story. So come season 2, it's going to be more incorporated in the,
And where can we find it? Where can we find it quickly?
Yes, you can watch The Real Nigeria Ladies of Dallas on AfrolandTV.com. It's coming to Netflix in December. You guys have to do that gang.
That is massive.
No, but that's a huge
We're
deal.
proud of you.
And I'm talking to some networks in your country.
Okay, we're about to go on a quick break. When we come back, I will take you guys through the wacky corner. And yeah, we're just going to chit chat for a little bit, so just stick around with us. Is that how Dallas people sound?
No. That is very inaccurate.
Bye-bye. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. Still hanging out with Cynthia, Dinola, Kwame, and Jennifer just joined us. She's just passing out information.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll just be refreshed.
Just a beautiful southern peach. Now, that's how you can talk in Dallas. Feel country-like.
Okay, great. So let's move on to the wacky corner. Wacky video is called Battery Level. Let's take a look.
What's the problem? Man, this Bobrisky of a guy, the guy is becoming popular day by day. And I just want to be like him. Hey! I hear me. Doctor, I think my friend needs a medical checkup.
Sense battery level
1%.
Chalugo. This is the original sense charger. We have to charge him for 2 hours. The sense is charging.
What happened to me? You said you wanted to be like somebody. Who was that?
Speedy.
Bang, da, dang.
His brain box is completely dead.
What?
We have to change his sense battery, sense memory card, and his sense casing. Mind you, do not charge the new sense to generator.
What a power bank.
Oh my Lord.
First he wants to be like Bobrisky, then he wants to be like Steve Barrington.
You know what? If anybody wants to be like anybody, do you, boo. So all I'll say.
You know, be originally you, I would say, right?
Exactly. Just be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
I know.
Unless you're like lame, and then don't be that.
So guys, be a part of the fun. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at EO_NowTV. You can follow me at Cynthia Kamalu, at official Kwame Bonsu, at Dinola Gray, and how can they reach you?
At Jennifer MAIRO.
MAIRO, right?
Yes.
So you finished season 1.
Yes.
And you're about to shoot season 2, or
yes.
You
started
started
shooting already?
Season 2.
Yeah, no, we start filming season 2 very soon.
Okay.
And we're very excited about that. We have a bunch of new cast,
Nice.
fancy, funky people. There's a DJ, an international DJ as a part of the cast, and there's a radio personality in Dallas.
Wow.
Oh yes, I feel like $1 million already.
Yes. Okay, so $1 million already. So for example, now you've mentioned about you're trying to tell the story different, not like the other shows. If you get a situation like Dave Chappelle, maybe you offer like $30–50 million to change the direction, of your story, of how you want to put it, would you go for it? Because at the end of the day, you have to make money, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, I'm a businesswoman. As long as they don't take it too far away from, I think there's a way to incorporate it. Nigerian culture has to be prevalent.
Yeah.
They have to know where we're from and what we're doing. So, I mean, if there's a balance somewhere, boy, I'm going to take some money.
So is the show about like people who have lived in, who have lived in Dallas for or pretty much just anyone can you
have to have lived in the U.S. for a reasonable amount of time because the idea is to find the balance and explain the story from both sides.
Yeah.
So
that you know both cultures.
You see what I'm saying? You should have maybe worked there or gone to school there or have friends there. If you just got there, you won't be able to marry both cultures. So that would be the only criteria.
And the lingo as well will be like, some things that they would say you wouldn't understand.
Exactly. But we speak Pidgin English on the show, though.
Cool.
We put it in there one kind because that's who we are.
That's who we are.
So it's like natural.
Yeah, that is correct.
I like it. You're super sassy. It's just like fun. Breath of fresh air, honey.
If I'm sitting with you guys, I got it going on.
There you go. She said it, not me. So I'm just saying.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing your knowledge with us. Thank you so much, and we wish you many more seasons.
Yes.
Many more collaborations and sponsorships and everything.
Amen.
And hopefully you can cast us when we're
I'm
sluggish. We're actually.
I could make a cameo.
Yeah.
That would be gold.
I'm like, oh my God, Jennifer.
Good to see you. Good to see you in Lagos.
Did not expect to be in this restaurant at this time, randomly
right now.
here with you. What's up?
I know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. This was fun. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for coming.
Guys, we'll be back.